Hi. Hi, my name is Jacob Baumann and I'm from Switzerland. About $86,000 is how much I was in debt after closing my restaurant in 2013. I was also paying off my mortgage for my house and I had car loan payments, which I could not keep up with without a fixed income. So I worked 3 jobs every day trying to make a living, but no matter how hard I worked, it was impossible to maintain my expenses. That's how I was forced into investment management. After learning the basics of Forex, I knew this is exactly what I was looking for. I was convinced it was the fall of the euro after the Greece and Italy default crisis in 2010 and 2011. At the time, I managed 5 different accounts, and all 5 were betting on the fall of the euro. As the trend of Europe's depression continued, the EUR-USD rates fell from March of 2014 to January of 2015. Now, at my best, it reached a monthly profit of $50,000 in May of 2014. My accumulated net profit reached about $700K. Throughout the year, I never took the risk of making huge bets, and I kept my lot sizes regulated. I'm currently trading with an asset of $500K with about 25 to 35% monthly return rates. Now this is far greater than what I was making at my previous job. Of course, there are losses, but I set a hard limit, ensuring I keep my losses less than 10% of my total assets. I don't take investments for individuals or institutions, nor will I trade someone else's money. That's too much pressure on the line, and honestly, it just becomes a distraction. Truth is, everybody wants to make money fast, but I believe Forex is a marathon rather than a 100-meter sprint. I begin each day the same way, keeping up with international economic events and announcements, and I spend most of my mornings understanding exactly what's going on and analyzing the cause and effects of these events. Then I move on to checking price values of currency pairs, and I check the progression of my positions. Following this, I read through the important issues on international relations, then study the impact of these policy changes on my open positions. I used to be obsessed with many oscillators on the charts to improve my results, but they're actually more confusing and unstable. So now I've deleted all the indicators, and I only trade with daily candlestick charts and trend lines to keep it simple. The most important part is risk management. When I started trading Forex, I learned 3 rules of thumb to minimize risk. First, don't make entry margins more than 2% of the account balance. If you have $10,000, only invest $200. Next, don't spend all of your investments on one position in a short time frame. Too many entries within a short time frame will only increase the trading cost, and your net profits will be restricted. And the third one, set your stop losses to close your positions when your losses hit 10% of margin to equity levels. This is crucial to minimize losses, and you must be strict about it no matter what. When this happens to me, I close all my entries and I take the day off to recover. Many people who get into the Forex market test their beginner's luck, aiming to earn significant profits in a short amount of time. Sure, I was one of them, effortlessly harvesting profit increases that everybody was riding on. And just when I invested everything I had, that's when my luck ran out and I lost everything. The complete roller coaster ride of Eurozone in 2015 and the Brexit crisis in 2016 swept away most of my profits, the profits I had made with the EUR-USD rates in 2014. In 2015, I didn't regulate my margins and didn't have any trading principles, which led to the catastrophic loss. Like any other market, profits and losses in Forex is a double-edged sword. I learned it the hard way by hitting rock bottom. I don't ever recommend anyone to learn the same way I did, You should never invest large amounts of money just because you succeeded with a few lucky guesses and zero market research. After that, I committed to keeping a trading journal. At the end of each day, I record all my entries and closures with the results. Writing down profits and losses with exact numbers really helps to understand what is going on with my accounts. Now I've developed a habit of reading my own trading journal, and I study those records to examine my own principles. It's a battle against myself, and I've been making stable profits. My first priority is definitely spending time with my family. I trade for a set amount of time, and I don't spend all day monitoring the markets. I have a routine I follow, analyzing trends and price values, deciding my buy and sell order, and setting my stop losses. After that, the rest is just waiting until the next day. I can check real-time market movements on my cell phone, but I try to separate trading from my personal life. When I spend time with my friends and family, or when I work out, I can forget about the market and ignore those restless thoughts. Also, gaining insights from Forex trading books is very important to me. It's all about how to learn from your failures, and most importantly, don't be afraid of failure. And I advise that you set your stop losses and record every trading action in your trading journal. That's the only way to keep track of your trading plan.